actually, this one girl came up to me and she was like, Malaysia, people are saying that like you're pregnant.
The way I like surprises. So everything that I try with you is all brand new, and I'm hoping that you like it. I'm hoping that you like it.
Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna be doing a video about how I got pregnant, or how I found out that I got pregnant at 17. I'm gonna give you a little bit of background information about me, just like a little bit, and if y'all want more, then I'll make another video about it. But my name is Malaysia. I'm 18 right now. I'm a senior, and I live in California. And I feel like that's enough information for right now. Okay, so where do I start? I'm gonna start like the history of me and his father. Okay, so we've been on and off for like since the end of 2016, like probably like October, November. That's when we like first met. And then we started dating on New Year's of 2017. So we've been dating since 2017, but we've known each other since 2016, and we've just like been on and off since then. But ever since the baby came, we've been together. So he's gonna be 6 months on the 2nd. So it's been a while. Like, we've been together from the beginning of my pregnancy to now. Okay. So I was always like, when we got back together, like officially, I was always like at his house. I was like hardly ever home, but I was always like at his house. We'll always hang out, and like, you know, his family liked me, so like they didn't have a problem with me staying over all the time. Well, like I had a few like pregnancy scares, and I actually thought this was a pregnancy scare. I didn't think that like I was actually pregnant, because when I first like thought it, when I first thought that I was pregnant, I had went to the doctor, and I asked them, you know, like I want to find out if I'm pregnant or not. I had went with my boyfriend. They did blood work, and then they like did the pee in the cup thing, and then, you know, then the results came back that I wasn't pregnant. Okay, so well, before that I had took an at-home pregnancy test, and it was negative. Like I thought it was like negative, but like the line in the pregnancy test was like the second line, it was like visible, but it was like barely visible. So I was like, maybe it's just like a mistake or something. So that's what made me want to go to the doctor and actually find out. And then I went to the doctor, and I found out that I wasn't. That's what they told me. They said, you're not pregnant. So I'm like, okay. So I just proceeded on with my life. You know, they told me I wasn't pregnant. I have nothing to worry about. Okay, so it all started when one day at school, I decided to wear a dress. You know, it was the end of the school year. It was hot. I was like, you know, I haven't worn a dress in a while. So, you know, I've always been like a little chunky. Like I'm not big, but like I always had a gut. So like, of course I looked in the mirror like when I got dressed, and you know, like I had a little tummy. You know, I didn't think nothing of it, because like I said, I've always been like, you know, I've always had a gut. So I go to school, and like throughout the day, like people are just acting weird. Like I'm like I felt out of it. Like I'm like, should I have not wear a dress? Like what's going on? Because people were just acting funny, and they were like looking at me weird. Like everywhere I walked, like during passing period in class, people were just like looking at me funny. And actually this one girl came up to me, and she was like, she was like, Malaysia, people are saying that like you're pregnant. And I didn't even know what to say because I'm like, what? Like, where's that coming from? Like, I'm not pregnant. And so like right then and there, I was just like, what do you mean? So there was this group of boys that always like, because I used to do stats for basketball, and they would always like just talk to me like, leave me alone. But they were the ones who like look at your stomach, like I think you're like, we think you're pregnant. And like, so I figured out like why everybody was looking at me crazy, because everybody think I'm pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Like, I already went to the doctor, they said I was negative, so I'm not pregnant. So I'm like, I'm not pregnant.
People even try to come to me and try to ask me like,
and I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Like, what are you talking about? So, like 2 days after that had happened, I had to go to a checkup, like a regular doctor's checkup. And like my back's been hurting. Like, so I told the doctor, I went with my sister, and I told the doctor that, you know, like my back's hurting, like a lot. Like sometimes when I get out of bed, like it'll just hurt. Like sometimes I can't move, and I was like, you know, I want to know like what's the problem, like what's going on. And she had asked me about my cycle, like did you when was your last period, and you know, like, so I didn't have my period, but at the time I didn't think nothing about it, like maybe, you know, it's late. So like I said, I went to the doctor and they said I wasn't pregnant. So like, okay, so like my period's late, it's probably, you know, nothing. So she was like, we're just gonna take a pregnancy test, because I didn't have my period for a while. So she was like, we're just gonna take my pregnancy test just to make sure, you know. So I was like, okay, fine. Like I wasn't worried about it because, like I said, I thought I wasn't pregnant. So she came back in with the results, and like she came in. When she asked me, she was like, do you want it to just be me and you when I tell you these, or do you want your sister to be in here? And like me and my sister are pretty close, so I was like, she could stay, like, cause at the end of the day, I'm still gonna tell her. So like, if I'm Emma, or I wasn't. So she was like she was looking at me like, so like something, like my heart started beating fast at that point, because I'm like, what? Like, if I'm not pregnant, tell me I'm not. So she was looking at me like, and she was like, the test results came back positive. Oh my gosh. I started busting out in tears. Like, my sister was right there, and I just like grabbed her, and I was like crying, like I was sobbing. I was so sad. And like the car ride home was just, I was crying, like I was so sad. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, what? Cause I was sad. At this point, I'm already 4 months pregnant, okay? So, I was 4 months pregnant at this point. So, like, when I first went to the doctor, and from that point, was 4 months apart, because, like I said, I didn't think I was pregnant. So, at this point, I'm already 4 months pregnant. So, when I first thought I was pregnant, I was right. I have no idea how the doctor, when I went to the hospital, I have no idea how they messed that up, or how they didn't see that I was pregnant, because they did 2 types of tests, which is the blood test and then the pee test, and both came out negative. So I'm kind of confused on how they didn't know I was pregnant. So when I first thought I was pregnant, I was right, because when I went to the doctor, I was 4 months pregnant. Okay, so now I'm thinking like, okay, the easy part is, you know, telling his family, you know, that's easy. The hard part is telling my family and my parents that I am pregnant. So, okay. Oh, man. So, I didn't tell my mom till like 3 or 4 days after I found out, because I was like trying to gain the guts. But I was like, I had to hurry up and like you need to tell her, because like the longer I wait, the more mad she's gonna get. Like, why didn't you tell me as soon as you found out? You feel me? So I was like, okay, let me just go tell my mom. So because when I went to the doctor, it was only my sister. So I was like, Mom, I went in her room, and then I was like, Mom, I should have recorded it. I don't know, I didn't, but I was like, Mom, I gotta tell you something. And like I had a little smirk on my face, but like, and she was laughing too. She was like, what? Like, what? Like, what do you gotta tell me? And then like I was trying to be serious. I was like, Mom, it's not funny. Like, you're not gonna be laughing. And she was like, what? And now at this point she was serious. She was like, what? And I was like, I found out I was pregnant. And she was like, she got mad. She got so mad. She was like, I knew it. She was like, I knew it. I could tell.
At this point, I believe I didn't want to be nowhere near
She was like, I knew it. I could tell. You've been getting bigger. Your breast's been getting bigger. And I'm like, okay. So if you could tell, why you didn't say that?
Crazy part is, I didn't even notice. But then when I started looking at her pictures, I was like, dang, she did get away this whole time to notice. But I remember she kept complaining about her back.
Man, my back still hurt to this day. My back hurt. So she was mad. Like, she was giving me the whole rundown. Like, you shouldn't have been doing this and you should have been doing that. And she was mostly mad because I did not tell her that like I was having sexual relations. I didn't tell her that I was having sexual relations, and that's what made her mad the most, because she was like, we're closer than that, and you know, all that stuff. But I am pretty close to my mom, I feel like. But I didn't want to tell her like I was having sexual relations, because I didn't want her to like look at me different, or like to like, you know, like what? Like, that's not something you could just, hey Mom, like I'm doing this. That's not something you want to like go around like bragging about or saying. But I told her, she was pretty upset. And then she was like, I'm telling your dad. I was like, y'all already know, like when you say that, like it's over. I was like, please just give me more time. Like, she's like, no, I'm telling, like every time, like that's what my mom, like every time she finds out something, she gotta tell the whole family. Like, can I tell them? So she told my dad. Like, my dad walked in like 15 minutes after the fact, and she told my dad, and he was upset. Like, you could tell like his face, his whole demeanor changed. Like, he was upset, but he didn't yell. He was just like we went for like a talk. We walked around the block and we like just talked about it. And he was like, I'm gonna have your back through all of this, through everything. You know, just stay in school, graduate, and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay. At this point, like I gotta do it. So I asked him if he could buy some food. He was mad at me. It's not possible. So
but they got over it. Now they like,
yeah. So now they're good. Like, they got over it. Well, I don't think they like got over it, but they, you know, it is what it is, and you know, and we just gotta move forward from here. So that's how I found out. Okay, and when I told my boyfriend's parents, or when we told my boyfriend's parents, they were like, I don't know, they were like happy, I guess. I don't know if they ever had to talk with my boyfriend, but they were happy. And like the second I told his mom, she started going crazy, buying stuff, buying stuff for him. Like, he's spoiled baby. He gets stuff from everybody. Like, she would start buying stuff for him, like cute little stuff, and I started like feeling better. My boyfriend made me feel better also, because he's like, you know, I didn't tell you guys how I told him, right? Because he wasn't there. Okay, so when I found out, I texted him. As soon as I found out, I texted him and I told him, like, I just came from the doctor and they told me I was pregnant. So he was very supportive, actually. He was like, okay, we got this, and you know, I'm not gonna leave your side, and he did it. He's like, I'm not gonna leave your side, you know, we're just gonna have to, you know, ride it out, do it, and you know. So like I said, when I told his parents, or when we told his parents, they weren't like they weren't, I don't know, they were just like, okay. And she started like buying all his stuff and online, and he became like a spoiled baby. So like, I feel like everybody's good with it. Like, I also had to like tell my brothers and sisters, but they weren't mad. Like, they were just like, you know, I'm gonna have a nephew, cause this is their only nephew. And then we have one niece, so it's like my brother has a baby, and then I have a baby, and those are the only two nieces and nephews. Well, one niece, one nephew that they have. So they were like pretty, you know, like, we got a nephew.
You got a good support system?
Huh?
Good support system.
Yeah, I had a pretty good support system. Like, of course, like every mom's, like, you tell your mom you're pregnant, she's at 17, she's just not gonna say, you know, like, yay, like, that's not something you get a round of applause for.
Cut this part out. I'm gonna tell mom that you pregnant.
This is what you just told me. I don't know if y'all can read it, but it say, I don't know if y'all can read it, it say,
So
you mean it? Basically, like, when you tell your mom you got pregnant, when you're pregnant here. So, yeah, I had a pretty good support system. You know, when people were like saying all that at school, I was like, where y'all getting this from? Like, really? But I guess when I wore the dress, like, it looked more of like a, what do you call it? It looked more like a baby bump. It looked more like a baby bump. Yeah, because I had on a sundress. I guess it looked more like a baby bump than just like fat. But when I looked at it, I thought it was just fat. Like, but I don't know.
I thought all people looked like that when they had on that type of dress.
When they had on that type of dress, I'm like, of course I looked in the mirror like, I didn't think nothing. Like, I just got a little tummy. But I guess, I don't know. Maybe people can tell, other people can tell more because, like, I don't know, like, they watch you. I don't know, because I see myself every day, so I don't see the change, you know? But I guess they see, like, the change, like, wait, hold on, you didn't look like that. Because before then, I haven't worn a dress for a while. And, you know, they're probably thinking, like, wait, you didn't look like that last time you wore a dress. So, but for me, you know, I see my body every day, so I don't see it changing or any of that. But, yeah, so that's how I found out. I was upset because, like, not that I was ever gonna get rid of my baby. I never thought about that. I'm totally 100% against abortions unless, like, it's absolutely, you know,
incest.
Yeah, like incest or something like that, but we're not gonna get into that. But, like, I never was gonna get rid of my baby, but I was upset at the doctors because, like, they didn't give me much of an option. Like, when I went, they told me, when I went, they told me I wasn't pregnant. So me thinking, because when I went, like, they didn't give me much of an option because when I went, they told me I wasn't pregnant. So, you know, I'm just living my life, like, you know, I'm not pregnant, you know, I had no worries. But, like, what if I was the type of girl that, like, wanted to get rid of it immediately? Like, I don't want it to grow, like, nothing. They would have, like, they left me optionless. Not, like I said, not that I was ever going to do that, but still, like, they need to do their job. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was too early to determine, but how could that be? Like, how can a home pregnancy test detect it, but when I went to the doctor, they didn't? Like, that didn't make no sense to me. So, that's why I was a little bit upset. Like, it didn't take me a while to, like, you know, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how I'm gonna do it. Like, you know, I've always had, like, big plans, and I feel like this is not gonna stop me from doing what I want to accomplish in life. Not at all, because I want to go to school. I want to go to school to be a lawyer. You know, I want to go to law school. I feel like it's not gonna stop me. I mean, it may delay me, but it's not gonna stop me. So, yeah. So, like, right now, He was born November 2nd. November 2nd, 2019.
On David's birthday too.
On my brother's birthday. Isn't that weird? My mom's birthday, we thought we were gonna have it on my mom's birthday. She wanted it to be on her birthday so bad. But we thought we were gonna have it on my mom's birthday because her birthday is October 31st.
30.
We thought we were gonna have it on my mom's birthday because her birthday is October 30th. But we ended up going, well, I ended up having him on November 2nd, which is my brother's birthday. I would get into the details about like, you know, the hospital experience and everything, but you know, I don't want to make the video too long. But if you guys want another video about, you know, I don't know, whatever, like just tell me, let me know in the comments or on Instagram. And let me know, like, what do you guys want another video about? Like, what do you want to know? Like, I won't get offended, nothing. Like, ask questions, anything you want a video about, let me know. But I would tell you about the whole hospital experience. Hospital experience. That's gonna be a great video because your girl was not prepared for nothing. But yeah. So make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want more content. Follow me on Instagram at _Malaysia. And I was gonna do another video on like reveal my baby, but he's right here. He was in the background the whole time, doing nothing. My name. Yep. I either might do a Q&A next video or like a let's make a thumbnail. You ready? I don't know. Smile, Papa. Smile. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. I like this one because should we do another one? One of those gonna be good. Anyways, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. I'm gonna try to post like every Friday. So I'm gonna have a week. Today's Friday. I'm gonna have a week to figure out what my next video is gonna be. I'm gonna have a week. I might put a poll on my Instagram so you guys can like ask me questions. I don't know if that's gonna be my next video yet. My next video might be like my hospital experience or whatever. I don't have any videos because I couldn't. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel and we'll see you guys next time.